Good day, everyone. I am Leonisa Labado Bernas from the Schools Division of Binyan City, Laguna. What does it mean to be literate? How do we define literacy? And what does it mean to the world? Let us define first literacy. UNESCO and national statistical offices initially defined and measured literacy as one's simple ability to read and write. In 1978, UNESCO gave the functional definition. A literate person has an ability to use literacy in all those activities in which literacy is required for effective functioning of his group and community. Street established literacy as social practice. Its focus is on what kind of literacy people used in the context of their local and global relations. In 2003, during the UNESCO expert meeting, members framed literacy as the ability to identify, understand, interpret, create, communicate using printed and written materials associated with varying contexts. Literacy involves a continuum of learning in enabling individuals to achieve his or her goals, develop his or her knowledge and potential, and participate fully in community and wider society. In addition, the organization stated that since literacy is plural and dynamic concept, neither this nor any other definition is the final word. Global literacy is measured in a standardized international test, which is supposedly the same for all across the world, whatever their literacy practices, contexts, and purposes. This creates a single story. This single story was described by Chimamanda Adichie as stereotyping. She argued that a single perspective and very little information of a group of people through a story chosen and told over and over again until it becomes a fact, a truth, the only framework of interpretation poses risks for critical misunderstanding. She recounted her experiences to being exposed to literature written in a foreign context and culture, and connected these experiences to the impact of global literacy to our socio-political and education reforms. Going back to our question, what does it mean to be literate? To classify someone as being either literate or illiterate is very difficult. The international large-scale assessments provide the world information about their literacy rate. However, this global assessment does not consider the idea of plural or multiple literacies. A Filipino who speaks and uses Filipino language but is not fluent in a second language cannot be immediately judged as illiterate, but rather having a low level of literacy in the use of the second language. In conclusion, Adi stated that global literacy is not bad per se, but that, in Adichie's words, global literacy is only one of the many literacy stories. Educational policy and practice require all these literacy stories to have better and more inclusive definition of literacy. That concludes my presentation. Happy learning.